My name's Caroline.
My name's Katie.
And you're watching WRCC Senior Interviews.
Testing the mic. Brendan, hello there. This is an event.
The church must make sure they see me at my best.
I love the camera and the camera loves me.
How many times have you broken a bone?
I've actually only technically broken a bone twice.
That's it?
Yeah. So yeah, only twice.
I really thought it was
I've just been hurt a lot.
What's your favorite, I don't even know what to call it. How you swim? Like, what's your favorite?
My stroke?
What's your favorite stroke?
Breaststroke.
Why?
So that's the one, like, I'm best at.
Okay.
Do you know what that one is?
Kind of. Go ahead and demonstrate.
I mean,
Do it right now.
Demonstrate.
so you pull with your arms and breathe, and you, kick like a frog. Like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal?
A beav coon.
A what?
A beav coon. It's a beaver and a raccoon. And iCarly it was.
How does it feel being a bowling champion?
A bowling champion? It feels, you know what? I really surprised myself at the youth bowling event. I didn't know where that came from. So we decided that was my alter ego, Carol. So Carol is amazing at bowling, apparently.
What are you most excited about for this next chapter of your life?
I'm really excited about being away from Katie and, growing, away from each other. Yeah. Just kidding. I should not have had that coffee. I'm really excited about meeting new people and just growing in a new social environment.
I would say new beginnings and the chance to learn about what I'm really interested about learning. So excited.
I would say I'm most excited about just it being the next chapter of my life. I don't know, just a change. I've been kind of in the same church, school, I've had the same surroundings pretty much my whole life. So I'm just ready to kind of be on my own and meet new people, be in a new place, just kind of venture out into the real world, if you will.
I would say the new experiences and stuff, and even though it's Greenville Tech, it's not a really big college or whatever. It'll still be new and get to meet a lot of new people and stuff. So I'm excited for that.
I would say for me it'd be just meeting new people, putting myself out there, and just not letting. I feel like in high school things can be a little bit awkward. Kids are more closed off. I'm just excited to meet new people and also have that freedom and just kind of be able to do what I want.
If you could tell your freshman self one thing, what would it be?
Sleep in. You do not need to do your makeup every day. Seriously, it is. Towards the end of high school, just wake up, go to school. No one cares that much about how you look. You go there to learn and make friends, and anybody who cares that much about how you look is not a true friend.
I remember when Hudson learned that lesson.
About not wearing makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it took me a while, but I really finally just took it all off.
bare naked face.
I would say find a good group of friends that are actually your friends, because some people you may think you're friends with them, but they may not really like you or something. So find your good group of really good friends that you like and stick with them, and don't try and change yourself to fit in better or be more popular, because in the grand scheme of things that doesn't matter at all.
I would probably say just enjoy every moment, be present where you're at and invest in all the things that you get to do and all the people that you're able to be with, because you have 4 years in high school, but it's those are the only 4 years, and then once that's gone, you move on. So enjoy each and every moment of it.
That it's okay to ask for help no matter what you're struggling in, because that's something I really struggled with throughout high school.
I would definitely say to put myself out there more and not be afraid to try new things, because everyone is trying new things. Everyone is nervous about meeting new people and stuff, but it's really not that big of a deal at the end of the day. So.
So what's something that happened in your teenage years that you'll remember your whole life?
So freshman year, Katie and I's close friend Bella passed away from cancer, and since her passing, a charity that she created called Bella Matillon Angel Heart of Hope Ministry was turned into a nonprofit. So because of that, I've been able to be involved in the charity, and through that, I've realized that I want to do medical research for kids with cancer and hopefully create new treatments so that less kids have to suffer from this.
My friend passed away of cancer, and really that kind of showed me that I really want to advocate for the less fortunate, the voiceless, and whatever career path I decide to go into.
Something I was involved in that like really helped change or shift my life was like being able to play club volleyball. Like it was just a very eye-opening experience, just because it was different from anything I'd ever really done before, and just like experiencing different kinds of people who are different than me, and yet we're like united over this like one thing of enjoying a sport and like wanting to excel at that. And just like it was a very positive experience in a lot of ways and grew me a lot.
I would say like sports in general, just like playing basketball and swimming and stuff, and being like on all the teams I was a part of, and just like the rides to games and like going out to eat after, and like being like a part of like that family. That's what I'll remember, because that's just really some really special memories.
What's something that happened at a youth activity that you'll remember your whole life?
Anything that has to do with rooming with Savannah Colliver at CIY at camp, any one of those stories you've heard, anything like that. Crazy times.
Okay, so it was a small group one night, and we were having a discussion. I can't remember exactly what it was about, but all of a sudden Holly just starts laughing her head off, and we're like, Holly, like, are you okay? Like, what happened? And she looks out the window and she goes, I'm sorry, I just realized I thought the Lidl sign was the moon. And that will be my favorite. That's every time I'm sad, I think about that moment and start laughing. So it's my favorite memory.
What is something you'll miss about WRCC youth?
I'm gonna miss how familiar I was with everyone there, and like just the whole thing, because I've gotten to know y'all better than anyone over the past few years, and just not having that right. I know y'all are all here for me no matter what, but just not having all those people right there and all the time like it used to be.
I would say how it's like a family, like besides my real family for me, because just like it's fairly small compared to lots of other youth groups, and I like that because like I'm so close to everybody and I'm not afraid to like be myself and like put myself out there and stuff. So that's what I'll miss, like the close group of friends that I feel like I can talk to like anything about and stuff like that.
Oh my goodness, so many things. Probably Anchor, like especially like the small groups after, just like so many interesting conversations and just like a really great opportunity to like dig a little deeper and like ask those hard questions and like figure out like what other people are thinking, and knowing that like other people think the same things as you or have the same kind of questions and struggles. So that was like something I'll miss a lot from youth.
Definitely the people. I mean, all the relationships I've made in the youth group have been powerful and impactful in some way.
Definitely my friends and you guys. Oh, I'm starting to cry. Okay, I don't want to cry. Okay. Okay,
We're gonna put a subtitle that just says, "She had coffee."
That's funny. Caffeine! I'm not gonna, it's okay, I don't need this, so I'm not gonna cry.
What do you want your parents to know about your time in high school?
I would say to them, thank you for teaching me how to advocate for myself and like pushing me like out of my comfort zone.
That I'm really grateful for my mom's advice, even though it may be frustrating at times to hear. I always need her advice, and that my dad gives the best pep talks, and I love his words of encouragement.
I would just say like thank you for always like being there and supporting me because I did a lot of things. And so just like them being there at like all of those different things, and like my mom driving for like 2 hours to come to a game, or like my dad like getting off work early to come see a soccer game or whatever, and like just the time put in even outside those events of like helping me and encouraging me and talking to me after the game or whatever, like just like really meant a lot to like get through, and like also just for having me in a Christian school, because I learned so much, and it was just very good to have that base and that support to go into the rest of my life.
Well, I would just say that they've like done an amazing job supporting me in like everything I want to do, and when like I decided to not play basketball and stuff and focus on swimming, like they were great, and they didn't like try and force me to play basketball and stuff like that. Like they've put my interests first and like helped me through like everything I may have struggled with and stuff. And so, and like sometimes I'll see other parents like be really hard on their kids, and like especially in sports, they like yell at them or like hold them to such high standards, and like not everybody's perfect, and they know that, and so they've never done that and like gotten like mad at me like if I don't play well. Like they encourage me so I can do better next time. So
no matter how much of a brat I could be sometimes and how dramatic I could be, I knew at the end of the day, y'all usually, I'm not gonna say always, usually right. And that I just wanna thank my parents for pushing me no matter what. You know, I wouldn't be as driven as I am today if I didn't have the work ethic that they instilled in me, and I wouldn't be where I was today without them.
Is there someone at WRCC that you want to thank who might not expect it?
I just feel like you guys, Brennan and Beatty, are just the most, like, y'all have really just helped me through everything, thick and thin. Y'all have seen me at my worst and my best, you know, and I just want to thank y'all for that. No matter, like, it's nice having people in my life that I feel like I can come to as mentors, but also friends. I don't feel awkward talking to y'all. I feel like I can really say whatever. So, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love y'all.
I love you too.
Aww.
well, okay, there's like a ton of people I'd want to thank, but I guess more specifically, I would say Mr. Sam Farley, just because I feel like, I mean, he's super nice and stuff, and like I can talk to him about like football because he likes West Virginia, I like Virginia Tech and stuff, and like I don't know, he's just always been like a good like role model for me and stuff like that.
Definitely Mr. Earl and Miss Susan, because they live right next to my school, and so they were always very open, and like whenever you need to come by, like whatever. So a lot of times like I would just run up there after school for 2 hours before practice and like take a nap or work on some homework or just somewhere to be, because like I wasn't technically allowed to just hang out at school, but I lived pretty far away from school, so it was really nice to just have them there. And like when I would be there and they would come in too, like we'd have really nice conversations and stuff like that. And even just spending the night at their house sometimes, like when there was a late rehearsal or something, like they were always so open and like making sure that I felt at home and knew that they were there for me in all those different situations. So.
Well, there's so many people. Everyone's amazing, but especially I want to thank Mary Delgado. She made shirts for our dance group at camp a few years back, and I still have mine and I love it. I want to thank the Farleys for always encouraging me and Caroline in our musical pursuits at church. And I want to thank Brennan and Beatty because they're amazing. And I want to thank B and Jonathan for always being willing to help out in the youth group. And I also want to thank Miss Tammy, Miss Stephanie for always coming to camp and being willing to hang out with a bunch of teenagers. And then I also want to thank Miss Betsy because anytime I was on the praise team, she was just so fun to be around and was like a beacon of light on the stage.
I want to thank Brennan and Beatty and V and Jonathan and Miss Tammy and Miss Stephanie for always going to camp with us, and we always have a fun time. I also want to thank the Farleys for sending notes of encouragement to us when we have the opportunity to sing in church.
So what's one gift that God has given you that you plan on using for kingdom work in your life?
Well, I really like to sing, obviously, and I hope to continue that in school in some capacity. I don't really know. So yeah, I would just like to continue to lead worship in some capacity when I go to college.
So, I think God has given me the gift of arguing or debating to advocate for those in need through my passions of law and government. So, just using my gifts of, passionate discussion to, better the lives of other people.
I would say, like, he's given me so many gifts, but like the attitude that he's given me of like wanting to excel and wanting to do the best I can at everything that I do, and doing it like for his glory with all the different things that I do, like that kind of attitude to help advance like his kingdom and showing other people that like I have a purpose to what I do. It's not just random events or activities that I'm doing throughout my life. Like everything I do has a purpose, and that purpose is to show Christ and to love him and love others in the things that I'm able to do.
I think a gift he's given me is that I'm good at like including people and stuff, if that makes sense, and trying not to leave anybody out. And so I feel like that'll be helpful, like if I like ever like volunteer with like a youth group or something, like making sure like some people who maybe like are more shy or like just not, I don't know, they're just not as willing to put themselves out there, like I can make sure like they enjoy it. And like at camp and stuff, I feel like I've done a good job of like trying to make sure like if you want to like play basketball or something, like you don't just not get invited to play, and like make sure everybody gets to do what they want to do.
I would say how outgoing I am and how able I am to just talk to people openly and not shy away from that. I just feel like that really helps me connect with people, and I think the joy I bring to the table in most events, like I feel like I can brighten somebody's day when they aren't having a good day, even if it's just a little joke that I think is stupid that I make. I think that sort of thing, I think I just bring joy to other people's lives.
All done.
Good.
Yay.
Whoop, whoop.
You made it. Woo.
That wasn't that bad.
No, not at all.
Definitely.
Very nice. Woo. That's it. Yay. Yay. You're all done.
I made it through!
Well done.
Yay.
I did it! Thank you.